Good morning. Welcome to UBS Garden. My name is Nan Shang. I grow here in the city of Detroit in Zone 6B. I haven't been on the camera in so long. I've probably been doing a few little shorts, but I've been so busy out here that recording has been challenging. Just getting the work done and not recording. But we have had a great year this growing season. A lot of things have happened. Blessings on top of blessings on top of blessings. But I believe my last video, full video, was a garden update or garden tour. So this is going to be a fall garden tour. And let you see how the garden looks right now. It is a little cleaned up because we are having an event Saturday, but there still needs to be more cleanup. Even after the event is over with, I have to do more cleanup for the fall. And then, yeah, we'll see where that goes. But yeah, the event that we're having is so exciting. It is the Bugs Conference, Black Urban Farmers and Growers, or Black Urban Gardener. That's it. Black Urban Farmers and Gardeners Conference. It is a national conference. It goes around the world to state. Last year was my first time attending, and it was in Houston, Texas, and it was amazing. This year, it is in the city of Detroit, and I'm so excited. And we are a part of the Bugs Conference. We are on their farm and garden tour. I might get these to rent just I'm sorry. So I'm so excited. So that's why I've like kind of cleaned up the garden a little bit or whatever. But let me turn the camera around and show you what the garden looks like thus far. So I put out like natural landscape so that they can have seating. They're also staying here for their lunch. So that's why I have the hay bales. And after that, we will be able to use the hay bales because I'm going to stack the hay bales around the chicken run for the winter. And also we use these in the dog crate, well, dog houses that's outside at home. So here is the little fall decor. They actually made me step up my game because I wasn't going to do this for real. But since we're having company, national company, I felt like this was a great thing to do so that they can have natural seating instead of using chairs. But we still have the farm stand going strong. This is the front decor. And yeah, I did a little cleanup of the outside of the garden, basically. As you can see, plants are dying back. The sunflower has started to die back, and so has the zinnias and our roselle. Oh, we're starting to get calyx on the roselle. Isn't that amazing? If you didn't know, you can also use roselle leaves for tea. So I have dried out some roselle leaves just so this plant is useful, because in our growing zone, roselle won't fully come to maturity unless it's like in a high tunnel, which I may try to do next year. But yeah, this is the African marigold. It's still going strong. I need to deadhead some of those, or not deadhead, pick the seeds off. We did harvest apples off of our apple tree. We did plant out some fall plants. I want to say that's cabbage and don't give me the line. Is this arugula or don't give me the line. I'm not sure yet. I see the white flies have started to devour some of these plants. I will show you another bed, well, two beds actually, where the white butterfly laid its eggs and they devoured those plants. But look at this amaranth. I saved this to have amaranth leaves to give to the chickens, but it is showing out and I'm loving it. I do have some squash that I'm letting ripen on the vine. Those are the last of the butternut squash. I planted these watermelon radishes, and I actually want to see how big they were. But yeah, planted them in this succession. The ones in the middle I planted about 2 weeks later, but it looks like some of them are about ready to harvest. These were the sunflowers. They also showed out, and I'm just leaving them for the birds. And yeah, I've collected the seeds that I wanted to collect, and I'm leaving those for the birds. And then here is a bed of broccoli, which looks amazing. I do have mesh covering over it so that the white butterfly wouldn't get to those. And this is the bed of another bed of a few collards and some leeks, celery, and broccoli. Look at that marigold showing out. This is a bed of collard. Look at that. Look at that. Look at it. Look. I see you. Can't get in over here, buddy. The collards look amazing. Some of them are ready to harvest. Yeah, they look great. Look at the okra. She looks amazing too. Super tall. Look how tall that okra is. And it's got flowers all the way up the top. Wow. And then there's an okra on there. He's a little fat, stubby okra. Is something eating this? Maybe not. And look at the nasturtium. The nasturtium is amazing. I've harvested some of those nasturtium leaves as tea as well. Those are edible flowers, and the leaves and flowers are medicinal. All of our trees. Come on, B. Leave me alone now. Let's go under here. Look at this. Amazing. These are speckled lima beans, also called Christmas tree lima beans, and king of the garden lima beans. We have a few loofah here. The loofah had a late start, but nonetheless, she's here. I think there's one. Yeah, there's one right there. I'm so excited. I thought the loofah was going to take over this trellis, but baby, the lima wanted this trellis. But look at this big old, is that a grasshopper? Woo, that sucker big. We have tomato bed. I'm just not ready to let this tomato bed go. I mean, I'm going to let it go as long as it keeps producing. I have the amaranth here. Last year, that amaranth was in that bed, and it was as large as that amaranth. But here's a marigold. She looks so beautiful. Yeah, the marigolds did amazing. Our hibiscus dried up, and we have a ton of seeds in there. I'm going to collect. Potatoes are pretty much died back, so I will be harvesting those soon. And we still have tomatoes on this trellis, and then the yard-long beans on this trellis, along with flowers. I want to say that is the, oh, let me think of it. Morning Glory. But look at this okra plant. Wow. Tall, tall, tall. This bed over here, this was the problem. Planted this bed with cabbage. And as you can see, I have the hoops here, but I hadn't gotten around to covering it. Immediately once you plant your fall plants, they need to be covered because the white butterfly, baby, it will devour these plants. And as you can see, they have. Now I could just let them go and see what they're gonna do, which I probably will, but I'm gonna put a few more starts in here at least and then cover it up because they even devoured the starts that I have sitting on the table. But we're gonna plant them out and see what happens. We're gonna see what happens. And then over here is the raspberries that did its second flush, or doing its second flush, and they look great. So we're gonna let them do what they do. Lavender, this is the lavender's second flush as well. This was a bed of kale. Now this was the black magic kale. Look, they ate the plant up to nothing. But this was a bean bed, and as you can see, beans are starting to grow back in here. I might pull those though, because I don't want those beans. Well, I might leave them. Might leave them. And then back here is just bags of herbs. Yeah, I have that elderberry plant there, and then the second elderberry there. Yeah, so things are looking how they're supposed to look in fall of Zone 6B. The sage look amazing. This was marshmallow. I didn't collect any marshmallow seeds. I'm just gonna plant another one. Marshmallow root is really what is medicinal. And then is this no, this is the marshmallow. This one is, let me think about it. It's another medicinal plant. I cut down the little medicinal garden area here, pruned it down because, as you can see, yarrow really just took over it, and this bed was a weedy mess, so I pruned it down. But the yarrow still look good. And then we have the chickens over here. Hey, chickens. Hey, chickens. Hey, chickens. I just gave them a treat of some like seeds and raisins and black fly larvae. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Somebody's in there laying because it's only 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I count them every time I come over here. I have sand in the run and pine shavings in the coop. It's pine shavings in here because they like just kick it out. But hi, chickens. Hey, chickens. You're looking good. I need to clean it out a little. You're looking so good. Time to change your water. Chickens. Miss Elizabeth. Miss Elizabeth is the huge black and white speckled one over there. They say that it's she's a Dominique. I'm not sure what breed, but they say Dominique. But hopefully you can see through the hardware cloth. She's a big baby. She's the head hen of the coop, baby. She watches over everybody. When everybody goes in the coop, she comes out, stands out, looks around, makes sure everybody's in, safe. I love her. Hey, Miss Elizabeth. Miss Elizabeth. Hey, Miss Elizabeth. Yeah. So yeah, like I was saying, I'm gonna put the hay bales around the coop. It's covered with a metal roof and pine shavings. I'm going to deep bed in there. I cleaned out the pine shavings, removed them all, and they're in the trash can composting. But my next time, I'm just gonna add another bag of pine shavings to start the deep bedding. And then we have hay bales over here also for seating, and the benches that I made out of cinder blocks and 4x4 wood. So yeah, that is that. And we still have the camper up. I'll be letting the camper down sometime in late October. But yeah, let's go in here and see what's what. Yeah, this is my mobile office in my bathroom. If you are watching this video for the first time, but that is the garden tour for fall. Let me show you the plants that I had over here. I mean, I was so busy that really I was late planting our fall plants, but these are the better looking ones that I'm going to, let me get out the light, that I'm going to plant in place of the ones that were devoured. I did try to like cover it up. This is what I'm going to use to cover the beds. It's called row cover. But yeah, as another creator says, baby, the white flies ain't playing no games around here, okay? They ate them up, but I'm gonna still plant those out and see what happens. You know, we're not throwing nothing away around here. So yeah, that is the fall garden tour. So I hope that you enjoyed the fall garden tour. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Turn your notification bell on so that you will know when I upload, because I don't know what I'm going to upload. But I hope that you enjoyed it. And let's get growing. I'll see you on the next one.